Right, it's gonna take me 8 minutes to warm up. So might as well talk to you. I wanna try to verbalize some of the tricks I use in my head, some of the tricks I've been using lately, because I think we're not training the body here, we're training the mind. So I'm here on this rogue bike, my tried and true rogue bike. I almost never use the hands. I almost always just kind of sit and let the quads go to work. I'm on my phone, and I feel myself getting into a state where the first 1, 2, 3 minutes of my always 10-minute minimum warm up, 100 calories. I have a heart rate sensor on. 100 calories is my rule. And I've been trying I'd rather not warm up. And then I warm up for 10 minutes. It's so much different. The calories I burn, because the heart rate sensor that I have shows me significant, huge portion, more calories burnt if I warm up for at least 10 minutes. Huge. So after the first 2-3 minutes on this rogue bike, never use my hands. I never use my hands. It's harder. But what I do is after 3 minutes, you feel yourself getting into a state. You know what that state is? Now I'm thinking, I bet there's people out there. Oh, what do you see behind me? This is my business. This is something that I started from the ground up. This is something I opened. This is something I opened from scratch. An emphasis on the scratch. I mean, if you saw my mind, my heart, the scratches, the scars that left over, trying to claw your way up in a swamp market, just offer value, and the lifelong struggle that men and women alike have, a desire but a need somehow to prove that we're worth something, to prove that we're valuable. We'll buy cars, look at me, buy this, work my muscles, whatever it is. Look I have value. Don't disregard me. Everyone in their heart as a young person, if you made it out of the developmental stages and you were raised just moderately okay, we feel in our hearts, we see it. We see LeBron James. He's human. He's just another human. His body is a body that other people have. His mind, these people we idolize are humans. So therefore we idolize it. We call it idols. But you know what it is? It's a lust. When we look at them, we know deep in our heart, very deep, subconscious, I could be that. I could be my version of that. Humans are so powerful and humans have unlimited potential. I'm them. I'm one of those humans. What is it I gotta do? What is it I gotta give up? It feels like you're just waiting on a timer. Wait. When's God gonna put this on my plate? But I have a different mentality. I feel the plate's already filled with everything you're ever gonna get in life. But you're not allowed to take certain things off the plate out of order. But you could speed up. I think you could speed up at the rate at which you grow and develop and help and create value and work harder. So you could take the small stuff that seems like nothing, but because you got to take those first off the plate. But God, I don't believe, I used to, I do not believe that he's holding something off of the table, that he's withholding anything from us. I think you gotta work, and you gotta take everything in the order that's coming to you, just like a set path to greatness. You decided which path to take. There's an infinite amount. But along that path, you have to deal with what's on the path coming toward you. You can't go around it or skip over it. You chose this path. All the things you ever wanted, all the things that were designed for you, they're coming. Just because they're not coming at the rate or the order at which you like. And then we get into talking about all the things that I've encountered on my path. all the people that I've met, all the things that I've built, whether significant or insignificant, all the things that I've built, my essence, our essence, guys, I'm talking about us. Everything you've become, there are people out there that would love to see that love to see it crash and burn. And that's when we click up. That's when we click up on the warm-up. That's when we speed up a little bit. Think of, these are strangers. These are people, this certainly wouldn't be admitting them into my presence. People that want you to fail, people that want you to burn. 5 minutes in, not done yet. Pop. I like pop. There we go, filter. These are strangers. These are people without faces. These are those commenters with emojis. They have no face. They have no picture. They hide in the shadows and they want you to burn. Coward. They want you to burn and fuck. No, I'm not interested in talking about their disease. The fact that they chose that path, they could be on the greatness path with you, behind you, in front of you, next to you. But they don't want to take their own path. What they want to do is destroy yours. And so you know what? I say, fuck everybody that oppose my spirit. My spirit is one of creating value, assuming what God has created for me. If I am a representation of God, if I am like the moon is to the sun, a reflection, a direct reflection that lets you know while this sun is down, at the very least, we can look to the moon and remember that the sun's coming back. The sun's coming back, and it's your job to reflect all that is God, and it will only be a shadow. It won't be as good as the original sun. But if we're made in his image, then we are God in a way. He came up with a design based on himself in a way, and much like the moon is just a slight reflection of the sun, you and me, as complicated and intricate as a human is, that's how insignificant we are in comparison. The real sun, the real deal. But don't get it twisted. While he's gone, we are God and God's representation. We are his image. We are God. You got to get that in your head. He gave us the keys and said, I'll be back. Let's see what you do with the place. Can you at least hold on? At least don't burn it. At least don't burn down the house. You can move stuff around. What can you do with the place? And you're gonna come back and see you destroyed his representation. That's you. You were the representation. Did you take good care? It's like a publicist for a celebrity. If God's a celebrity, we're the publicist, and it's our job to make him look good while he's gone, because we are in his image. Just a big rant. That's something I've always known in my heart. But when it comes to people that want to tear down what we are as inherently good and great, as strong as that word could possibly mean to you, as it rolls off the tongue, great. I think that's the highest word, great. I don't take it lightly. Great. There is no higher word. Excellence. And it's always a goal to strive to it. The best we can be. Great. There are people who want you to burn. And they want That's one reason why we click up. We click up and we say, all right, now we're going. Because fuck them. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction. I'm gonna give you some shit. I'm gonna give you some shit to be mad about. And check it out. Something going on my shoulder here. Workout's gonna be killer right now. Almost there. And then we think of the positive. There's another Once you're done with those thoughts, you got to keep that energy going. There's different stories, different versions of the story with the same energy, the same spirit, the same manifestation where you try to lock in your mind. It's all, think about all the people that want you to win. It seemed like a small list. So first I have to think about the people that didn't chose me, like on the basketball court, out in, you're in first, second, third grade, and they don't pick you. They picked you last, they don't pick you, they reluctantly take you because they feel like they have to. That's a real world experience for me. But there are people who picked you, your fans, your loved one, hopefully your family. They picked you. And that's another reason to click into the next gear, keep pushing, because we're gonna make them feel so good about that decision. You know, I'm gonna do right by them, for the people that picked me, that rode for me, that heard some bad stuff, some slanderous lies, and they said, no, it's not my guy. They went out on a limb for us. Let's remember these people. I'm gonna prove them right. Give the haters something to hate about. These other ones, prove them right. I'm about ready. 11 minutes, 42 seconds. I feel like I'm not sweating as much as I want. So what I'm gonna do, chug some water real quick. Every once in a while, get a nosebleed. Haven't had it happen in like a year. Kind of like it, just between you and me. So I think it's too hot for me to keep running this. But I already know what I'm doing. It's gonna be killer. Emphasis on the killer. Let's close this out. Okay, so I'm gonna put, it's 109 right now, if you didn't know that. It's 109. I opened all the gates and turned the fan on so that the hot air could come in. Now I turned the fans off. I'm about to do deadlifts, burpees, heavy bench press. I'm about to go beast mode. But first, I'm gonna put my phone in the fridge, which y'all don't know about that. Because if it overheats, it overheats. So I put it in the fridge, make sure it's not gonna get wet or condensated, but I put it in the fridge. Some people put their phones in fridges for other reasons, for the freezer. I put it so that I can live stream at the very least, maybe get 2 viewers on this. It's all part of the game.